So one of the primary organs in the lymphatic system is going to be the thymus. Now, the thymus is going to be important because this is where we're actually going to mature one of the two major classes of our lymphocytes. So we have two major groups of lymphocytes. We have T lymphocytes and we have B lymphocytes, or T cells and B cells. The T in T lymphocyte is because of the thymus. Okay, this is where we're actually going to be maturing these T lymphocytes. So we're going to mature T lymphocytes in the thymus, thus T lymphocytes. Now, the thymus is also interesting because it is also going to be much larger in children than adults. It basically grows up until we reach puberty, at which point it starts to regress. As it is regressing, it will be gradually replaced by adipose tissue. So as we get older and older and older, it will be smaller and smaller and smaller, and it will be made up of more and more adipose tissue in there. Now, one of the reasons this tends to happen, though, is that, and why we need it to be nice and large during puberty is because, or before puberty, is because this is also when we're getting exposed to massive amounts of our environment and massive amounts of germs. T lymphocytes, like I said, are one of our major types of white blood cells. These are going to be very important in helping us elicit immune responses. And some of these helper T cells are also going to be important in helping us train some of our memory cells, our B cells, to fight particular pathogens. So this is also when we're going to help those cells start to do their jobs too. So as you're growing up, you're getting more and more exposed to more and more things. So your body is trying to basically make all of the different types of white blood cells that you may need over the course of your life. So because of that, we're trying to mature as many of these things as we can. So we have this massive amount of immune activity going on. As we get older, we've likely been exposed to many of the things that we could potentially be exposed to. So it starts to kind of go away from that point. Now, the thymus itself is composed of a couple of pieces. We call these lobes. Each of these is surrounded by some connective tissue. So we have capsules that are, or a capsule that's going to surround the thymus. And then it's also got some little bridges on the insides of these lobes that are going to subdivide those lobes into what we call lobules. Okay, each lobule has an outer region and an inner region. So we have a cortex and a medulla. The cortex is where we're going to actually have our immature cells. Our medulla is where we're going to contain the mature ones. So here we can see the thymus. Notice that it's basically covering up most of the heart here. Over here in our adult, you can see that it's much, much, much smaller and found just kind of at the top of our mediastinum here. So not only is it much smaller, it's also composed of more adipose connective tissue too than it was in a child. Now, if we take a look at this picture right here, we can actually see what they looked like microscopically. So here we have our active thymus tissue in this kind of purple and pink. Purple and pink is all active thymus tissue. Notice that we have all purple and pink over here and virtually no purple and pink over here. Once again, that's because this thymus is degrading. This one is not. So not only is it larger in children, it is also composed of active trabeculae, active medulla, active cortex. In adults, not only is it smaller, it's also composed of a lot of adipose connective tissue instead of active thymic tissue.